So now we will learn about the division of two digits divisor. So what is divisor here? So every divisor is two digits. So anyway, we have the general rule. So two digits divisor is only the top materials that you will be examined. Okay, so for number one, 1683 divided by 99. So you have to check 99 times 1 or times 2 or times any number that is near to 1. No one, right? It's 0. And 16 also no. So 168. So we have to try to multiply by 2, right? So if it is more than 168, you have to make it smaller. So 9 times 2 is 18. 2 times 10 is 18. 198. It's too much, right? So you have to put 1 here. Okay, because it's lesser than 2, less than 2. So 1 times 99 is 99 itself. And you do the subtraction as usual. And then you subtract this 8 minus 9. You can have to borrow from 6 here. So it becomes 5. And then this is 18 minus 9 is 9. 15 minus 9 is 6. 693. So you have to check the number. 99 times something supposed to be 693. I checked 7. Okay, why? Because the last digit of 9 times 7 is 63. 3 then 6. So 7 times 9 is 63. 63 times 6 plus 6 is 69. And that's the answer. So 17. So it's no remainder. So we have 17 for the answer. Okay, that's for number one. How about number two? Number two is quite simple, Rachel. So please pay attention in this case. 320 divided by 20, right? So 32. 20 times something near to 32, 1. Because if it is 2, it's more, too much. So I put 1 here. So 20 and subtract. 2 minus 0 is 2. 1 minus 3 minus 2 is 1. And then put the extra number here. I forgot to put here. Put the extra number 0. So 20 times something equals 126. So 120 subtract 0. So the answer will be 16. And number 3 is getting more complicated, but still manageable. Okay, for number 3, 3,337 divided by 47. We will get so much time in this kind of question because for the word problem, you have to understand the idea, whether it is division or multiplication. And that is quite more simple than you practice this. Okay, 47 times something that is near to 333. So I check 47 times 8. Can I? Sure, you can check with anything. 56. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 5 is 376. Too much, right? Decrease. How about 7? Is it still too much or it's okay? So 7 times 7 is 49. And 28 plus 4 is 329. 32. So it is still okay. So 329. I subtract this. And 13 divided minus 9 is 4. 47. Whoa, okay, this is quite simple, right? Decrease 47 by 47 is 1. So 47 subtract 0. So the answer will be 71. Okay, that is how you do it on and on and on. Try to check with the multiplier. So find the nearest multiplier. Let's check for number 4. 3,906. Okay. We have the 0. That's more challenging. 62. So let's try 62 times 5, right? Because it's 300 something. 10, 310. Can I increase the number? Might be. So 62 times 6. Let's try. If it is more, so you can pick the nearest. 12, 36, 37. Okay, can we increase again? 62 times 7. Is it more or less? 14, 43. Oh, too much. So we pick 6. Right? And then you subtract. We have 6 here. 0 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 1 is, this is borrow, yeah. 8 minus 7 is 1. 186. So 62, let's try to do 3. 6, 186. Okay, that's it. See? That's the answer, right? Okay. So that's for number 4. How to deal with number 5 then? Give me a moment, Rachel. Okay, so for number 5, if you can guess the number 99 times something that is near to 150, I think you just can put 1, right? Why 1? Because if you multiply by 2, it will be 167, 170 something, and so on. Okay, 89, subtract, and then 5 minus 9 is 6, 10 minus 8 is 2, right? Because you have to borrow this 10, and this is 7. So you try to put 89 times something 3, let's try, because the last digit is 7. So 24 plus 2 is 26. 3. 0, yeah. That's the answer. So 13. So 6. 3,312 divided by 72. So 72, you have to multiply by 4. Let's try. Can I multiply by 4? It's 280 something. 288, right? And try 72 times 5. Let's try. 10, 36, 360. It's too much. So you can put 4. Right? So if it is too much, you have to put the lower one. 288. And when you subtract, borrow 11 minus 8 is 3, and 2 here, borrow 12 minus 4 is 8 is 4. 432. Let's try to do some more. 72 times 6. Let's try. 12, 432. So the answer will be 432. Subtract, and the final answer, or the quotient, means the result. The quotient is 46. Okay, and so on. You can go on and on and on. Okay, I will try to do everything. Let's try how I do this. Let's see. So you have to look at this, because this will help you a lot in order to save the time on having the delay on the workings. So you have to think fast and think efficient. Not only fast but efficient. Fast but not efficient. Or what will it be? So 726, 79. 79, let's try times by 7. Okay, make it fast. You can pick any number. It can be wrong, but you cannot put the wrong number. But it can be wrong on the first counting, and it's okay. It's so acceptable. 63, right? 7 times 7, 49. 49 plus 6 is 55. It's still too small. Let's try to increase the bigger number, 9. 81, 8, 7 times 9 is 63. 63 plus 8 is 71. Okay, you can put it 9. That's the maximum amount of number. 711, you subtract. So 5, 1, 158. Piece of cake. 2, right? 158, subtract 0. That's the answer for number 7. How to do number 8? Number 8 is also the same, but there is more. It is it's more simple. Let's try. 98 times 4, 32, 36, 392, 4, and that's the answer. So 1-digit answer, and it's not a big deal for us. Okay, now number 9. I put randomly, yeah. 3,510 divided by 45. Let's try to multiply 45 by 7. 35, 3, 31. I think we can increase more. 45 times 8. Let's try. 44, 32, 360. It's too much now. So we can just put 7. 315. You subtract 6. 360. Oh, 8. We already have this, so it is preserved. So you don't have to erase that. So 78 is the answer. So for number 10, so how do you do number 10? One more space. Wait, I think I need to make it more like this. Okay. Number 10. You divide 3,675 over 49. Okay, so 49, let's try to times by 8. 72, 7, 4 times 8 is 32 plus 7, 39, too much. So 49 times 7, you decrease the number if it is too much. 63, 6, 7 times 4 is 28, 28 plus 6 is 34. Okay, that's more acceptable. 343, when you subtract, you will get 4, 2, 4, 5. And then 49 times something. 49 times 5, let's try. Because the last digit is 5. 2, 4, 5. Okay, it's the answer. 75. When you subtract, you get 0. So 75. So I will make the number here. I will circle the number so you can see it clearly. And for number 4, number 9, number 10, including the working, number 8, number 7, number 6, number 5, number 1, number 2, and number 3 here. So I will send this to you in WhatsApp later on. That's how you do the 2 digits divisor, and then try to deal with the word problems. Okay, now we are dealing with the word problems. I will send you the files later. So the next part you do will be, it's also almost the same, and we have the answer key here. You can check, guess and check. I can check for the answer. You might do number 11 until 20. I think it's okay. Yeah, 11 until 20. It's pure same later on. Okay. Now we do number part 2. Here we have the answer here. A baked use 197, sorry, 192 medium-sized apples to bake a 24 cinnamon apple pies. If they use the same number of apple each for each pie, how many apples were in one pie? So you have to understand 192 medium-sized apples. So this is the amount of apples to bake 24 cinnamon apple pies. So you can just divide by 24, and you can do the rest, the multiplication or the division, I mean. Okay, but I don't want to give you the answer key later. I will give you the answer key, but we try to discuss without answer key. So 192 here, divide by 24. And a shop sold 525 balloons in packs of 15. So you have to pack 525 balloons in 15 package. So you just divide 525 by 15. Okay. Now, Steven purchased 320 holographic labels at online store. If the store had the labels delivered bundles of 20, so as simple as that, Rachel. So for the rest, you can look when to divide, and when to multiply. Now we try to do the 2 digits divisor formula. Okay, multi-step. Multi-steps means you have to use not only division, but you can combine with the other rules that you will be given later on. Okay, let's try to do number 1. A teacher has 7 packs of 12 pencils and 2 packs of 58 pencils. If the teacher shares these pencils into 8 pencil pots, how many pencils will be in each pot? So the teacher has 2 kinds, 7 packs of 12, so 7 times 12, and 2 packs of 54 each. Okay, so and then after you do this, you have to divide by 8. So every pencils that is in total, you divide by 8. So that's how you do. Okay, so 7 times 12 is 84, plus 2 times 54 is 108, and then you divide by 8. So you have to add the number first. 2, 12, 9, 192 divided by 8. That's amount of pencil in each pot. Again, 7 of 12, 7 times 12, and 2 of 54, 2 times 54. So 192 divided by 8 will be 2, 16, 32, right? This is piece of cake. Why? Because this is not a real division. This is the word problems division. So sometimes your teacher will quite fair to give you the questions of word problem easier than the number itself when it is in number. So 24 pencils in each pot. This will be your answer for number 1, multi-step division word problems in word problem form. Okay. Next, let's try to do the next question. We have number 2 here. A child has, child has a collection of football cards. They are to be kept further with 9 cards on each page. The child has 28 complete sets of 12 cards and another 61 cards. How many pages will be needed to store cards? The child has 28 complete sets of 12 cards. So what you need to do, 28 sets of 12, so 28 times 12, and another, so you plus by 61, right? This is the amount of total cards that the kids have, right? That the kid has. And they are to be kept in a folder of 9 cards on each page. So how many pages? So you divide by 9. That's quite simple, right? So 28 plus times 12 is calculated on your own. 28 times 12 manually. 8 times 2 is 16. You put 1 here. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. And 8 times 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. And you add the number 6, 13, 336. Okay. 336, don't forget to put the additional with 61, add by 61, and you over 9. So 7, 9, 397 divided by 9. Okay. So 12 times 20, 28 times 12 and plus 61. I want to make sure that we are doing this right. So 8 times 2 is 16, 5, okay, 8 and 2, so add 356 plus 61. Another, you have to add it then. And then you divide 397 divided by 9, right? So we have 4 here, 36, and then 37, you can put another 4, and times 9 is 36, and 1. Remainder, we have the remainder. So 44 pages with the remainder 1. Okay, so it has to be 45 pages. Why? Because you have to add one more card to the next page. So 45 page, but the 45th page is not complete. Okay, is not complete. Only one for the remainder. Okay, I think that's quite simple and make sense of this because you have to understand about how to deal with this. Okay. Yep, the answer is 44 point something. Yeah. Okay, 45th page is not complete yet. So this will be our working here. So pay attention on when to times, when to divide, when to add, when to subtract. Okay, everything is in order. Now for number 3, a printer can print 14 birthday card on a shelf card. The printer needs to do the following list. Okay, so 28 packs of 4 cards, so 28 times 4, you can get the answer immediately. So 112 cards in total, and here 18 times 10. This is also easy, 180 cards in total. So you have to add, and then 292. So every total cards that will be printed is 292 in some sheets of paper. So amount of sheets of paper will be 292 divided by 14. You can just write like this. So 292 divided by 14, 228, 12. Oh, we have the remainder. And put 0, 0, 12, right? So you can put 20 sheets of cards, sheets of paper, I mean, of cards, yeah, with the remainder 12. So 12 birthday cards need to be printed on the next sheets. So we have 21 sheets. So you do the rounding up, okay, because we deal with the numbers. So you deal with the increasing numbers or the amount of the leftover 12 pages, I mean 12 cards. So you have to print in the one card with the next sheets of cards, but it's not complete. Why? Because it is only 12 out of 14 that can be in a maximum amount of numbers. Okay, so next, one more question I will explain to you. Okay, this is so much. Why you have to do this? Okay, so again, you have to try to think it thoroughly, and try to think of it easily, and make the points for every number that you get. 10-pin bowling alleys by 6 packs of new pins, and each pack containing 8. So 6 times 8 pins for the first. Done. All the pins collected from the lane of the 267, okay, 267, 29 are thrown away due to damage. So 267 subtract 29 because you have to throw it because it's broken. The remaining pins and new pins, this is the new pin, right? And this is the remaining, and are combined. So 6 times 8, you combine plus 267 minus 29, and then shared equally among 18 lanes. So you have to multiply this first, 48 plus, okay, 267 subtract because you could throw away, not divide, right? So 7 times 9 is 8, minus 9, 5, 5, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 8. And this will be the total pins, right? So this is the total pins. So the total pins will be 16, 8, 286, and you are sharing all the pins in 18 lanes. Lanes means the arcade of the bowling lane. Okay, so pins on each lane will equals to 286 divided by 18, right? So do it super slowly. 286 divided by 18, it's 118, 106, right? So 18 times 6, let's try. No, 18 times 8, I think you can do it more. 64, 6, 104. Oh, too much. 18 times 6, let's try. 48 for 108, right? So it's too much, so 18 times 5. So 10 for 90. So 590 with the remainder of 16. Okay, so 15 pins with a remainder of 16. Yeah. Wait, I think, yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. So with the remainder of 16. So I'm quite unsure about this because we have the remainder. Okay, that's it. That's the answer. Okay, Rachel, do you understand so far?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll send this to you. And now it is your turn to do here. So this is what you have to do. The part 1, number 11 until 20, and part 2, number 4 until, wait, I forgot, 4 until 6, and part 3 will be the rest number, the rest 5 until 7. It's not too much. Okay, I think you cannot do this in 30 minutes. It's too much to you to finish this, but again, try to do from back to front, from part 3 to part 2, part 3, part 2, part 1, or if you want to do part 2 first because you think that it's more simple, you can do it. Okay, part 1 no need to do much. This will be shared later on. Okay, I will stop the recording.